Hello everyone. Today we are going to study about the parts of the flower, for which I have decided to dissect two flowers. One is hibiscus flower and the other one is dhatura flower, and especially I have selected these two flowers because these two flowers are quite big in size, and you can study the different parts of the flower very nicely from these two flowers. Okay children, let me take one of the flowers from these. This is the Tura flower, and I am going to dissect and show you the different parts of this flower. Hello, in this video I am going to explain you the parts of the flower. Now I have dissected Dhatura flower, and you can see that the first part of the flower are the sepals, and there are 5 sepals in Dhatura which is present at the base. Usually sepals are present at the base of the flower and they are green in color, and in this we see all the 5 sepals are fused with one another. Next are the petals, and petals are of white in color in the Tura flower, and they are also 5 in number, and these petals are also fused. We are going to study one more flower, that is hibiscus flower, in which they are separate with one another. That I will show you after this. Now after that, next uh, part of the flower are the male reproductive part of the flower. Those are the stamens, and these stamens are fused with the petals in Dhatura. Now I have segregated two of them so that I can explain you the structure of the stamen. So these are the male reproductive part of the flower, and it has two parts. One is these are called as the stamen, and it is comprising of a filament and anther, and inside the anther are present the pollens. Now the next is the female reproductive part of the flower, and the female reproductive part of the flower is called pistil, and pistil has 3 parts. First, topmost part is the stigma, which is little sticky, which on which the pollen stick when the insect visit the flower, and this is the style. And in last you can see this rounder structure which is called as the ovary, and inside the ovary are present the ovules, and after fertilization these ovules become seed, and as after the fertilization all the parts of the flower get dry. If you have noticed in the plants, the petals dry, the stamens dry, and this pistil also wear out, and we see that this part grows into a fruit, and inside the fruit are present the seed, and from these seed the new plants germinate. Hello, today we are going to study the parts of the flower, and the flower which I have dissected is the hibiscus flower. The 5 parts of the flower are: the first part is the green color, that is the sepal. There are 5 sepals in the hibiscus flower, and you can see that these sepals are fused with one another. The second part are the petals, and these petals are very brightly colored in hibiscus, and usually you will see that the flowers have very bright colors and they have a very good smell also. The purpose being that the flowers attract the insects for pollination. The next part of the plant is the male reproductive part of the plant, which is the stamen, and the stamens are having 2 parts. One is the filament and the anther, as I have already shown you in Dhatura also. In that the stamens were very clear. Let me show you from very near. You can see the small filament on which there are rounded structure. Those are the anthers. They are bilobed, and these anther contains the pollen grains. And the female part of the plant is called the pistil, and this is the female part, in which has 3 parts. The uppermost part is the stigma, then comes the style and the ovary. The stigma is little sticky, and when the pollen insect visit the flower, the pollen gets stick to the stigma, and after fertilization in the ovary there are present ovules, and after fertilization these ovules become seed. Happy learning!